The Big Bang Theory is currently our best guess about how the universe began. Scientists believe that before it there was, well, nothing, not even empty space. But here's where things get a little crazy. We found something that might actually be older than the universe. Yep, a star that could have witnessed the very birth of everything we know. So, meet the Methuselah Star. And if you're wondering, yes, it's named after the oldest guy in the Bible. We're talking about a star estimated to be around 14.5 billion years old. Now, here's the kicker. The universe itself is only about 13.8 billion years old. Think about that for a second. This star is like someone saying,
"Oh yeah, I remember when the universe was born." Good times.
You can imagine the scientists' reactions when they did the math on this one. They probably double-checked, triple-checked, and then wondered if their calculators were playing some cosmic prank. But no matter how they ran the numbers, Methuselah's age just didn't fit. And here's where it gets even more interesting. If Methuselah really is older than the universe, then how does that work? Did it just float around in nothingness before everything began? Did it watch the Big Bang like a cosmic movie premiere? You see, this star throws a wrench into our whole understanding of the universe's timeline. It's a mystery that has astronomers scratching their heads and asking questions we don't usually get to ask. So, how is it even possible? Well, the experts have been busy coming up with some pretty wild theories to explain it. And let me tell you, each one is more mind-bending than the last. Is this star a relic from a universe before ours? Or are we missing some big piece of the puzzle about time and space? Stick around as we dive into 5 theories that just might hold the answers to this cosmic mystery. Because if there's one thing we know about the universe, it's that it loves keeping secrets. And Methuselah might just be one of its best. Alright, let's rewind a bit. This star didn't just pop up out of nowhere. In fact, scientists have known about Methuselah for a while now, about 100 years give or take. Officially, it goes by a slightly less charming name, HD 10283. But Methuselah just sounds cooler, right? It's named after the oldest character in the Bible, which feels pretty fitting for what's possibly the universe's oldest resident. So, how do we know all this about Methuselah? Well, scientists have been observing it with some of our best telescopes, including the famous Hubble telescope. Back in 2013, Hubble helped nail down some crucial details, like the star's distance, brightness, and, most importantly, its age. When the calculations came in, the numbers were, let's just say they were eye-opening. When scientists crunched the numbers, they got a shocking result: 14.5 billion years old, give or take a few hundred million years. To put that into perspective, if the Big Bang happened yesterday, Methuselah would have already been an old-timer by breakfast. It's almost as if this star is saying,
I've been here, I've seen things, I know things.
But in star speak, of course. Now, for astronomers, this was like a detective story that just took a wild twist. They were staring at data that told them this star shouldn't even exist in the current timeline. Imagine the back and forth in the lab. Did we miscalculate? Are we sure about the numbers? Is this star pulling some cosmic prank on us? But every time they checked, Methuselah's age held up. This star was old, really old. Here's what's even more interesting. Methuselah is part of a group of stars known as population 2 stars. These stars have super low metal content, meaning they formed way back in the early days of the universe. And when I say low metal, I mean really low, just hydrogen and helium, with almost none of the heavier elements like carbon or iron that you'd find in younger stars. It's almost like looking at a cosmic fossil, frozen in time. So, where is this ancient wonder? Methuselah is located around 190 light-years away from us in the constellation Libra. Not exactly a close neighbor, but hey, in cosmic terms, it's right around the corner. But despite its age, Methuselah has survived billions of years and has become a cosmic anomaly, a star that somehow seems to predate the universe itself, and that's what makes it such a big deal. Methuselah isn't just a star. It's a mystery that's forced scientists to question our entire understanding of the universe's timeline. Alright, so we know Methuselah is ancient. But how does that even work? How can something be older than everything? We'll dive into the 5 theories scientists have come up with to explain this star that seems to have watched the Big Bang from the front row. But before that, let me give you a very short explanation of why this age of the star feels like a paradox, and why it's the most interesting cosmic mystery we have found so far. The universe, according to the Big Bang theory, is about 13.8 billion years old. Everything we see, the stars, galaxies, and all the space in between, came into being from this massive explosion of energy and matter. But then, along comes Methuselah, calmly shining away at an estimated 14.5 billion years old. As if to say,
Oh, I was around long before all that Big Bang business.
think of it this way. If the universe was a calendar year and the Big Bang happened on January 1st, Methuselah would already be an ancient star by New Year's Eve. And this isn't just a small discrepancy either. We're talking about a difference of hundreds of millions of years. This star, by all accounts, should not exist. When scientists first calculated Methuselah's age, they had to wonder if they were looking at some kind of error. Was there a glitch in the data? Maybe the telescope was off by a few light years? But every calculation kept leading back to the same mind-boggling result. Methuselah was somehow older than the universe itself. So how is this possible? Is it just a cosmic typo? It's as if Methuselah holds a hidden chapter of the universe's history. And if that's true, what other secrets might still be out there, quietly waiting to be found? So if this star is truly older than the universe, how do we explain it? Scientists have come up with some incredible theories that might just unlock this mystery. From ancient universes to the role of dark matter, we're about to explore the mind-bending ideas behind Methuselah's age. Let's dive into the first theory. Let's kick off with a theory that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. What if Methuselah is actually a relic from a previous universe, one that existed before ours? I know, it sounds wild, but some scientists believe the Big Bang might not have been the beginning of everything, just the beginning of our universe. Picture this. The universe isn't just one and done. Some scientists think it might actually go through cycles, expanding, contracting, and then starting all over again with another Big Bang. If that's true, then maybe, just maybe, Methuselah survived one of these cosmic reboots, carrying memories from an earlier version of the universe. Think about it. Methuselah could be like that ancient artifact you find at a garage sale. Except, this artifact is a star that might have seen more than one version of the universe. It's almost like it has a cosmic passport, stamped with ages from multiple universes. Now, to be fair, this theory isn't just about Methuselah. The idea of a cyclic universe is one that's been tossed around for years, even before Methuselah's age baffled scientists. But this star gives it a fresh twist. It's as if the universe left us a little clue, something to say, hey, maybe time and space aren't quite what we thought. Now, if time really is cyclical, that would mean the Big Bang wasn't the absolute beginning, more like the latest chapter in a very long story. And that means Methuselah might have been there for a few chapters before ours. But as cool as this theory is, it does come with some challenges. For starters, a cyclic universe would require a lot of energy to restart every time. Scientists have debated if there's enough energy in the universe to make that happen. Not to mention, the forces needed to reset the universe like this are just massive. So while it's fascinating to think about, we're still a ways off from proving if the universe really does reboot. But even if we can't prove this yet, the idea is a game changer. Methuselah might be a hint of something much bigger, a reminder that our universe's story could go back way further than we've ever imagined. Alright, so if Methuselah isn't from a previous universe, what else could explain it? Maybe our understanding of the universe's timeline itself needs a bit of an update. Now let's dive into the second theory, the idea of a revised cosmological model that could shed some light on Methuselah's mysterious age. Let's see if this theory holds any answers. Alright, theory number 2. Maybe Methuselah's age isn't the problem. Maybe it's our understanding of the universe's age that needs a little fine-tuning. What if the universe didn't start exactly how we thought it did? It's possible that our Big Bang model is mostly right, but that there are a few gaps, and Methuselah might be one of those cosmic clues that something is missing. Right now, we think of the Big Bang as the single starting point of everything: time, space, matter, you name it. But what if there were processes happening that we didn't account for? Imagine the Big Bang as a main event, but maybe it wasn't the only event. You see, there's a lot about the early universe that we still don't fully understand. Scientists have theories about things like cosmic inflation, a rapid expansion that happened almost immediately after the Big Bang. But it's a bit of a mystery exactly what was going on in those earliest moments. Maybe there was some strange period of time right after the Big Bang where stars like Methuselah could form much earlier than we expected. And that brings us to the possibility of a revised cosmological model. If Methuselah is older than it should be, then maybe we need to rethink how early stars formed, how quickly they could appear, or even how we measure cosmic time. It's kind of like finding an ancient fossil and realizing it doesn't match any known timeline. It makes you question everything you thought you knew. One idea is that maybe the processes that led to the formation of early stars happened faster than we thought. Methuselah could be a rare, extremely ancient type of star that somehow survived the chaotic beginnings of the universe, slipping through the cracks of our current models. So, maybe Methuselah isn't older than the universe after all. Maybe it just formed way sooner than we thought was possible. And if that's true, then our model of the universe's timeline could be due for an upgrade. But revising the model isn't as easy as changing a few numbers on a screen. Updating our understanding of the universe means taking a closer look at things like dark matter, dark energy, and the forces that shaped those earliest moments. And trust me, scientists love a good mystery, but Methuselah's age might be the ultimate cosmic riddle. So, if the answer isn't hidden in a different timeline, could it be in a different kind of matter? That thought brings us to our next theory, which takes us into the strange, invisible world of dark matter and its possible role in Methuselah's origins. Alright, now we're diving into the invisible side of the universe. I'm talking about dark matter. Now, if you've ever wondered what dark matter is, you're not alone. It's one of the universe's biggest mysteries. Scientists know it's there, but they can't see it, touch it, or even fully explain it yet. In fact, around 27% of the universe is made up of this invisible stuff, and we're still figuring out what it even does. Think of dark matter as the universe's invisible glue. It doesn't emit light, so we can't see it directly, but it has mass and gravity. In other words, dark matter can pull on things. It can shape galaxies, influence stars, and maybe, just maybe, it had a role in Methuselah's origin. Here's where it gets interesting. Some scientists think that dark matter might have played a role in helping stars like Methuselah form much earlier than we thought possible. Imagine this. If dark matter was clumping together and creating strong gravitational forces, it could have acted like a shortcut, helping early stars form faster than we'd expect. Picture Methuselah floating around in a region thick with dark matter. Those extra gravitational forces could have pulled together clouds of gas and dust much quicker, giving Methuselah a head start in the cosmic timeline. So, in a way, dark matter could have set the stage for ancient stars to pop up much sooner. Of course, this theory comes with its challenges. For one, we still don't fully understand dark matter. It's like trying to solve a mystery with an invisible suspect. We know dark matter is there, but until we know how it behaves, it's hard to say for sure if it helped Methuselah jumpstart its life. And then there's the big question. If dark matter did help Methuselah form, could there be other stars out there, just as ancient, waiting to be discovered? Methuselah might not be an outlier. It could be the tip of the iceberg, a glimpse into an entire population of early stars influenced by dark matter. Dark matter could be the secret ingredient that allowed Methuselah to exist so early. But until we crack the code on what dark matter actually is, it's still just a fascinating theory. So, if it's not a previous universe, and it's not dark matter's doing, then what else could it be? To get this answered in a more understandable way, scientists dig deep into the star, which bring out our next theory, the very makeup of Methuselah itself. Let's get a little more up close and personal with Methuselah. If you look at what this star is actually made of, it's pretty unique. Methuselah belongs to a group of stars known as population 2 stars, which have incredibly low metal content. And when I say low metal, I mean really low. Almost no iron, carbon, or other elements that we're used to seeing in younger stars. This star is mostly hydrogen and helium, the two lightest and most basic elements in the universe. So why does that matter? Well, stars like Methuselah with almost no metals are thought to be among the first stars that formed right after the Big Bang, when there simply weren't heavier elements around yet. Here's the theory. Back in the early universe, there wasn't a whole lot to work with. Heavy elements like iron and carbon were only created later, after stars went supernova. So any star formed in those early days, like Methuselah, would have had to survive on the basics, hydrogen and helium. And because of this, it has a much simpler, more primitive structure. But this lack of metals might be the secret to Methuselah's age. You see, metal-poor stars burn through their fuel at a much slower rate. It's kind of like having an old car that's surprisingly fuel-efficient. It just keeps going. So, while younger stars might burn bright and fast, stars like Methuselah take their time, burning slower and living longer. In a way, Methuselah's low-metal nature could be why it's still around. Because it's burning so slowly, it's managed to survive billions of years. And while other stars might have come and gone, Methuselah has been out here, taking its time, one hydrogen atom at a time. So maybe Methuselah's age isn't some cosmic glitch after all. Maybe it's just the result of a slower-burning, metal-poor star that's been quietly shining since the very beginning. This would mean that Methuselah isn't older than the universe. It's just a really patient, ancient star that's managed to outlast most of its peers. Now, if that last explanation sounds a little too straightforward, there's still one more idea on the table, and it's pretty mind-bending. So, here we are at the final theory, and it's one that'll make you wonder just how much we really know about the universe. What if Methuselah's age isn't just a mystery, but a clue? A clue that there's something in the physics of the early universe that we haven't cracked yet. Something exotic, something unexpected. Think of it this way. In those first moments after the Big Bang, the universe was a wild place. Matter, energy, and forces were all crammed together in ways we can't even replicate in labs. There might have been exotic forces, things that no longer exist today, that influenced how early stars like Methuselah formed and aged. Now, scientists have some theories about these early forces, but it's still mostly uncharted territory. The physics we know today might just be the tip of the iceberg. For all we know, Methuselah's strange age could be the universe's way of saying, there's more to the story. Something that only ancient stars like Methuselah still carry with them. In this theory, Methuselah is almost like a cosmic time capsule. It holds within it the secrets of an era where the laws of physics were just being written. If we could figure out what forces shaped stars back then, we might uncover a whole new side to physics. Imagine uncovering something as revolutionary as dark matter or relativity, something that could explain why Methuselah seems older than the universe. Methuselah could be that missing piece in our understanding, a reminder that the universe still has mysteries that can't be solved with our current rules. And if that's the case, then Methuselah's age isn't just a number. It's a hint that there's more out there waiting to be discovered. Who knows? Maybe Methuselah is the universe's way of saying, keep looking, you're not done yet. In our final chapter, let's wrap up what we know and what we still don't know about Methuselah, the star that refuses to fit in any box. So what do we make of Methuselah, the star that just won't follow the rules? We've explored some wild theories here, from ancient universes to dark matter to forces we can't even describe yet. Methuselah is like the cosmic prankster, popping up out of nowhere to remind us that the universe still has a few tricks up its sleeve. And maybe that's what makes it so fascinating. Methuselah isn't just a star. It's a reminder that just when we think we've got things figured out, the universe tosses us a curveball and says, think again. It's kind of like the universe's way of keeping us humble. So, whether it's from a time before time itself, or it's hinting at some bizarre forces we haven't discovered yet, Methuselah keeps us on our toes. It's that star you just can't ignore, the cosmic grandparent who's seen it all and isn't done surprising us. But what do you think? Is Methuselah a relic from a forgotten universe? A hint that we've still got a lot to learn? Or just the universe's way of saying, gotcha? Drop a comment below and let us know which theory sounds the most convincing, or if you've got a new one that might just blow us all away. And hey, if you enjoyed this cosmic roller coaster, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more mysteries from across the universe. We've got plenty more cosmic wonders to dive into, and you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, keep looking up, and remember, the universe might just be waiting to surprise you next.